weird. Hello.
Kind of weird.
Yeah. Hello. Okay. Check. Mic check. 1, 2. Testing.
Yeah, it's a little. Sometimes you kind of have to get used to it.
Right.
Eventually you will, but
So close to the microphone.
yeah, you kind of have to be. I can turn it up if you want to be a little farther away. Turn up the gain.
Hello. Hey. There
How's
we
that?
go.
You like that
A little
better?
better.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Burp.
That was good food.
Yeah, it was. I love Meats.
So good.
It's a great restaurant. I love it.
The brisket was really good.
Oh, I love it. I don't like the fatty cut, but I like the lean cut.
Yeah, mine had a little bit of fat in it, but
Just a little bit, but not. The other one, the fatty one's like super fatty.
is it?
Yeah.
I don't like chewing on it.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, I don't either. But they actually gave us like 5 slices. Usually they give you like 3.
Yeah. I should have ate all of that. I almost regret it,
No.
but I don't at the same time because it was
good for you.
It was delicious. But now it's sitting like right here. So give me like an hour. It's just going to go. I'm like, oh, can we pause this?
Like, no, we're doing this real time. Bring the camcorder with me.
Let's go upstairs. Let's bring it to the bathroom.
Dropping a hot deuce.
Hot take.
Yeah.
Doo-doo.
Yeah,
That's when you realize you ran out of toilet paper.
Yeah. Nope. Which one is it? Nope. There you go. I gotta label these or something because I can never remember which one's which.
Can you change them to
Yeah, you put it whatever.
whatever sound?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Like this one's kind of like a mock intro kind of thing. A lot of people do that with this, and then do whatever, cut it off, cut the microphones off, so you can has more of a
Cut the
TV kind of
mic.
feeling. Yeah.
Got the mic.
Eventually, I want to get like a laptop I'll have and put a TV right here, so I can pull up whatever
Right.
like Rogan does,
Right.
but then just screen cap it or whatever, and then edit it in the footage later.
Right.
Yeah, eventually.
How's the editing process? You like it?
Yeah, it's super easy. Like I can just take all the footage, take the sound, and it just kind of combines it all together. And I do like a multicam, and I just pick which camera, but then it syncs up the audio.
Does it do that automatically?
Yeah.
Or? Oh wow.
It syncs it up perfectly.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
That's awesome. That's like cheat mode, right?
basically. So when I first got it, I like the old way. You'd have to match everything up and do all that. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to fucking do this. So like 4 or 5 cameras, or even just the 3
Right.
I usually use.
Yeah, because I had to do that when I did Skills Center. I took
Mhm.
the video production class. Mashing up audio kind of sucks sometimes.
Yeah. This one, nope. Pow, just does it.
That's crazy.
Does it for you.
Technology.
It's great.
It's amazing.
It's super easy. It's so great. So it's like, oh, it's going to take me fucking forever
Mm-hmm.
to edit videos. Nope.
You have to get one of those little snappers, like in the movies, to sync up the audio.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I never knew that's what they use those for until more recently.
Oh, really?
Like in the last year when I was looking up video editing stuff. I'm like,
Right.
that's what they do it for you.
Yep. Sync the audio up with the video.
Yep.
Yes, sir. That's pretty cool, though.
Oh, yeah. It's great. Love that. Yeah, there's supposed to be an update for this, but I haven't got it yet.
Is
just
that,
need to plug
is
it
that
in.
Wi-Fi?
No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I can, on my phone syncs to it.
Oh, okay.
And I can call people and we can listen to them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Is that how you, like, get the different sounds and stuff on there?
No. That came pre-recorded.
Okay.
But you can hook it up to a computer and put whatever.
Right.
You
Is there
want.
software with that?
Yeah. So there's a software update, but I haven't done it to it yet.
Gotcha.
And you can click over and it'll have another set. You can switch between the 2 sets. But I don't know. I haven't needed to do it, so I haven't done it yet.
Right.
Because this does one big file for all the microphones. I think the update lets you use different tracks,
Okay.
do everything separately. But
Now, do you have to? So, is this recording the audio,
Yeah.
and then that records the video?
Yep.
And so you just take the SD card out and
Yep. Just take all the files
it
and
syncs it somehow. That's crazy.
yep. Adobe Premiere Pro syncs everything up.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's great. I love it. Because I was so worried. Yeah, I'm like,
It's gonna take me forever to do this
it is. Cutting everything up individually, looking over, just
Right. Make sure that all lines up.
is this the 40s? What kind of garbage is this?
Just typing it up.
Ding. I misspelled something. Give me the whiteout. Tear this up.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I still need to decorate in here, but I just haven't done it. I got a lot of stuff I could put down here, but I just haven't.
There's so much potential for everything. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
it. It's awesome.
I'm going to put posters on the wall, of course. Put a lot of the Funko Pops. Put some of the autographs I have from whatever.
Are you gonna take them out of the case upstairs?
No.
No?
Oh, yeah. Out of the thing upstairs.
Just put them all, display them on the shelves. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. Not all of them, but and like maybe one shelf I'll have Pops on. I got a few more like statues and
He's got so many Funko Pops. What the hell?
some people. I got a couple friends. They could fill this wall.
It's like the Beanie Babies.
Yeah, these are actually cool. There's no Princess Diana one that's worth like 10 million. They
I
have a
had
glass
that.
case.
I was going through. My grandma gave me an old Tupperware or Rubbermaid tub, and it
Mhm.
was full of Beanie Babies, and I had the Princess Diana bear, and I was like,
I put this on
I'm
eBay.
about to be rich. I'm about to be rich. And then I looked it up, and it's like, oh, that one you have is worth like $10. I'm like, fuck. Of course.
Yeah.
My luck. Can't get that get rich quick scheme.
Nope. No, we just driving by in your Viper. Guess what I found?
Fuck, I crashed
I
it.
crashed it. Oh, whatever. I'm balling. I'll just buy another
I'll
one.
Just buy another one.
That's fine.
Here, you can have this one. Just fix it up.
Just scratch the paint. Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care.
It's damaged now.
I feel like a trust fund kid. Just do whatever I want.
I don't know. That's a crazy life to live.
Be a trust fund kid.
Just to do whatever the fuck you want and
Yeah.
not have to worry about shit. That's like
Very few people have that. It's crazy. I can't imagine.
no.
Whatever you want. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna buy it. I don't care.
You don't have to worry about chores or bills or anything like that.
Yeah.
You just yeah. Here, let me swipe this card real quick.
Cash.
That magic green piece of paper that everybody loves.
Yeah.
Makes the world go round.
It does. And Chuck Norris.
That's why he sold so many Total Gyms.
Yeah.
Buy these because I love money.
He's like, I need money. Buy these.
They're not rerunning Walker Texas Ranger anymore.
Oh, they're not.
I'm not getting royalty checks.
Please. It's not syndicated.
Vince Vaughn didn't
Help.
pay me much for Dodgeball.
I only got a little bit.
It was a $5,000 cameo.
The Expendables was a while ago. Please
I just
help.
had a thumbs up.
Sidekicks ran out so long ago.
I love that movie,
It was a
dude.
good movie.
I love that. I used to watch that movie all the time. Every time that movie came on TV or whatever,
USA
I
or something?
watched it. I loved it. It was such a good movie.
It was like 20 minutes cut down. Just pad the runtime. Just
Yep.
have commercials.
Yep.
Oh,
No, I
that.
love that movie. I remember. I don't know. I thought it was so funny. He would like fade out into like his head or whatever, and just go through like different scenarios of Chuck Norris. I remember there was like one where he had to. There was always a girl he was trying to rescue, and it was kind of like a Rambo Commando type scene,
Mm-hmm.
and it was funny.
I remember I would always catch Tremors.
Mm-hmm.
They always played the shit out of that on
Mhm.
TV.
Mm-hmm. Sci-Fi Channel had that on a lot.
Yep. Or USA had that a lot
Did
too.
they?
Yeah.
I just remember seeing it on Sci-Fi a lot.
They only had number one.
That's the best one,
Yeah,
in
it
my
is.
opinion.
Oh, there's 6 of them.
Is there really?
Yeah.
I've only seen
6 of
3 of
them.
them.
There's 6 of them.
I've only seen 3 of them.
Yeah, the last 2 were like Netflix movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it still has Bert in it.
I thought
That's
he
it.
died.
No,
I thought that actor passed.
nope.
Huh.
Still kicking ass.
With that 50 cal?
Yeah. Pow. Like the fourth one he was in it, but it was back in the Old West. It was like his ancestor,
Okay.
and he was like a little pansy.
Oh.
And then the graboids, like they had little ones, and they'd shoot out of the ground and take people out that way.
The worm type?
Yeah.
Okay.
They were just babies.
Gotcha.
So they were light enough they'd shoot out of the ground.
Because they had the ones with like, they were like growing legs or whatever. That was
The
two,
shriekers,
right?
yep.
The shriekers.
And then the ass blasters in number 3, they could like glide, like
Okay.
rocket off.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
right.
But in the fourth one, it was his ancestor, and he was a little bitch. And then the graboids are what made his like family prepare and buy guns. And then
So
just a
prepared.
cycle, yeah.
That's funny.
Then the fifth one, they go to Africa. They're like ancient graboids, and they're huge.
I'm just behind.
Yeah.
I guess.
Then the sixth one, fifth one, he finds out he has a kid.
And
And the sixth one, they're in Antarctica.
There's a tornado going on.
Yeah.
And
Graboid NATO. Grab NATO. We'll figure it out.
Tremnado.
Terminado. Yeah. So just keep making them. He's like, I need money.
If people will watch him,
He's probably what, 60?
that
At
guy
least, yeah.
probably, if not a little bit older.
Yeah, he's like, I need money.
Gotta get Kevin Bacon back in the movies too.
Yeah. Good luck with that. He's not going to be in a B-rate sci-fi movie.
Why not? I haven't seen him in anything recently, anyways.
He had that TV series for a while.
What one?
It was some crime drama, I think. Man, it didn't last long. It was like a season or two. Then it got canceled. I can't remember what it's called, though. But I was like, man, maybe he would be. He's reached low. He's on a TV show.
He went from Footloose to B-rate TV show. Roadhouse.
At least it was a network show, so
Yeah.
yeah, it wasn't B-rate. He's still got some standards.
He was the Hollow Man.
Yeah, that movie's messed up.
That was a good movie.
It is a good movie.
That was a good ass movie. I think I was listening to last podcast on the left, and they
Mhm.
were the one guy on there was saying something about Kevin Bacon's crotch in that movie. You could see like when he goes invisible, he's laying down, and like you can see like the shape, the outline of it, and he's like, Kevin Bacon's got a hog.
Pause and screenshot it. Did I say that out loud?
I mean,
Oops.
Kevin Bacon's got a hog.
He's got the full pound of bacon. No 2 strips.
That's a thick cut too.
The
Not center cut,
That's fat
nothing.
back.
Extra fatty. We're frying that bitch up in the cast iron. Hell yeah.
That's great. Oh, there was that one kid named Kevin Bacon, I think it was. The guy who got killed. And he was tweeting about that.
I was gonna ask you, remember Ashley Bacon?
Yeah.
Was that kid related to her?
I don't know. I haven't talked to her in like a decade.
I feel like, I don't know, for some reason I was like, Bacon, why is that? Besides Kevin Bacon, I know that name. But Bacon is another name in this area, I swear. So
Yeah.
that's what I thought of.
Yeah, I haven't seen
I
her.
wonder if they were like
probably 10
related or
years.
whatever.
Probably. I'm the same last name, so at some point down the line, they're probably related.
I wonder if they named Kevin Bacon after Kevin Bacon.
I hope so.
We watched Footloose. You were conceived of Footloose.
Yeah. Why did you
Or
name me
not
after the...
Footloose. What is it? Is it Roadhouse?
That's
No?
Patrick Swayze. Yeah, it's Footloose. Kevin Bacon was in Footloose.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was also thinking Dirty Dancing, but that's Patrick Swayze as well.
It all blurs together,
All the same 80s movies.
basically. A lot of the same stuff.
But it's like the whole 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon.
Yep.
Man, if I was Kevin Bacon, I would just be in everything. Be like, you cannot get away from me.
Merchandising like a mother.
Exactly.
It's Kevin Bacon shirts. Get custom ones so you have like a bunch of doing the 7 degrees, but you have your face on there somehow, just making shit up. Like I'm from Michigan, up near Flint, where Terry Crews is from,
Terry
I knew
Crews is
Terry
starting.
which was with Kevin Bacon. So there you go.
That's funny.
Yeah. I'm sure you could sell 1 million of those.
Probably 500,000. I don't know. There's not a lot of Kevin Bacon talk anymore.
No, but if you had that shirt and you just had the meme power, yeah, you just harness the power of memes. Oh, you can make it happen.
It's crazy how memes have like taken over culture, and
Yeah.
I never would have thought just making stupid pictures
Yeah.
on the internet, and it's like a whole
Picture with text.
Yeah, exactly.
One of the most basic things.
Right.
Now you can just a little app on your phone, you can do it. It's crazy.
I
Like-
tried making a couple memes, and I'm just like, oh, that's hilarious. And then I go to share it, and I'm like, that's not that funny.
Oh, like 2 people get it. That's it.
That's always my problem. I always got inside jokes.
You got broad spectrum it.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I just need to hang out with more people.
Nah, you got the internet. You're fine. You don't need human interaction.
What is this outside bullshit?
Yeah. Plenty of people are going to see this. They'll know who you are.
Exactly.
Be fine.
That was,
Whatever.
That was kind of like a weird thought in my head. Like, what if I get made fun of? What people are like, look at that dummy.
Yeah, it's the internet. Of course you're going to get made fun of.
That's why I think that's why I've always like kind of shied away from it, because I don't know if I can handle the trolling backlash of it all.
Oh, I'm going to leave some bad comments on this video.
It's your video. My guest was such a turd.
Yeah.
Didn't know what to talk about. He smelled funny.
He just got done shooting a scene. You saw the stash.
He was on a black leather couch.
You know the one.
He said he's not gay, but $50 is $50.
Ham sandwich is a ham sandwich.
Hell yeah. This is awesome, though.
Oh, yeah. I love it. I love the table. It's like perfect.
You've had this table for a while, or did you just buy it?
We just bought it for the podcast.
Nice. I like the leaf.
Yeah. It's like a collapsible one. It doesn't come out. Yeah. Like it collapses into it. And you just move everything together.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It came with a bench. The one that's by the door. Yeah.
Okay. I always thought that was weird. Like,
Yeah,
never
I don't get
understood
that.
Just have a chair, with the back and stuff.
Yeah.
Sitting on a bench, I guess. Like if you have kids, just
I
throw
think
them
it's
up
probably
there,
what it's
but
for. Yeah.
I don't know, because I've been to a couple people's house and they just got the bench too,
Mm-hmm.
and they had like 2 chairs. Yeah, 2 chairs on one side and a bench on the other side. And I'm
Yeah,
just
it's
like,
weird.
what's the point?
Yeah.
Because-
Maybe it was an outdoor table.
Yeah.
Make more sense.
Right. Like a
Indoor
picnic
table.
table.
Yeah. But not for something like this.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whatever. People are weird.
People are weird.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to do the intro. Whatever. Dirt Happening Podcast.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi. I'm Joe, by the way.
Joe. Joku, whatever. Lil Smokey.
Lil
Peace
Smokey, Peace Pipe. Like
Lunchbox.
Black Joe. Can you say that now?
No, we're gonna throw it off the air.
Cut that. I'll edit that out.
Yeah, just yeah.
And they also may know me as just like a long sensor.
But I just do beep, but it's like right after you say it. I mistime it.
Oh shit. My editing skills.
Ah, whatever. I don't have enough fans for that matter. Maybe in 10 years I'll get kicked off. Whatever.
Yeah, we went back. It was an episode like 10 years ago. That was years ago, motherfucker.
I only put up 7 episodes. Why are you coming after me? I gave up on that.
No, you just gotta persist,
Oh yeah,
continue,
we're gonna do
no matter what.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do a lot more stuff like definitely want to do more Comic-Con stuff. I want to take people that have never been before and get their first impressions of it.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah. Like this is mobile too, so if I could go to Comic-Cons and bring this with me.
You just got that like on the front of your chest. You got like a mic on one side, mic on the other side.
Yeah. The camera.
Big old selfie stick.
No, like do if we could rent a room for it. Pick up some some people at the con.
Right.
Like, hey, you want to sit on, say some stuff, what you love about it? Just shit like that.
So I remember back in '07 when YouTube kind of like first came out,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just like, man, this is awesome. But it never occurred to me to like utilize it, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Because it wasn't in my head. It wasn't like
Well, video players were a dime a dozen then, and
Right.
YouTube wasn't anything special at the time.
right,
It was just one of the other, like Vimeo or whatever.
right.
Yeah.
But it's a monster.
It is the service.
It's a monster.
Yeah.
The fact that you can, I mean, you got 12-year-old kids making
Millions.
millions of
Yeah.
dollars.
It's crazy.
It blows my mind.
Yeah.
It sucks. I wish I would have kind of pursued it a little bit more, but
You still can now.
I know. I just fart around and get these ideas, and then I'm
Just
just
do
like,
it.
I can't do that.
Throw it up there.
No.
Make a channel. Who cares?
Right.
Yeah. Just whatever. Whatever comes to mind, just throw it up. People watch it.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that people watch whatever.
Yeah.
They need to be entertained.
I
And there's
need-
tons of people in the world to entertain, so
Yep.
might as well.
They're just doing regular life stuff.
Yeah, I like listening to podcasts while I work.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice little background.
It helps the time go by real quick.
Keep it in the ear, and just sometimes I gotta pause though because I can't focus. I get too caught up in work, and I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna stop this real quick so I can actually do what I need to do.
I don't want to get electrocuted.
Get too caught up in running pipe or yeah.
What was he listening to?
Some stupid D&D podcast.
He's listening to the Ron Burgundy podcast, which that is a podcast.
Yeah, I seen that.
It's hit or miss.
I'm just not a big Will Ferrell person.
No?
No.
Oh, you got to listen to the theme song episode.
Yeah.
It's like him singing, and it's great. Like he goes from like smooth jazz to like just ridiculous stuff. There's one he's like, it starts off, he's like, get nasty and touch your body. He's like, yeah, it's about my grandmother. Like she'll know what it means.
She knows.
Yeah. And her co-host is like, yeah, I don't know if it's appropriate.
No, I haven't checked that out. I've just been checking out, like I said, some D&D podcasts. Listen to Joe Rogan. Obviously, everybody
Mhm.
listen to Joe Rogan. I mean, I don't know anybody.
The
Yeah,
podcast.
it is the podcast. And it's so crazy to like, because I kind of listened to him like 3 or 4 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
and then he's a monster now. That's a whole,
Yeah.
and he didn't even want that. And he just wanted to talk to people. And,
Yeah. He just started in his living room.
Right. On some shitty webcam
Yep.
with some shitty mics. And
Yep.
I remember I went back and I watched a few of the old ones, and I'm like,
It's terrible.
damn, is this where this started?
It's just him and Red Band getting high, answering people's questions on the internet, talking about aliens and Bigfoot. It
Hell yeah.
was great.
But it also kind of sucks too, because it's like the celebrities kind of take it over.
Yeah.
So they already have like
They have a fan base.
monster leg up on everything. So it kind of sucks for the, normal people like you and I to. It just
Generate a
takes
fan
longer.
base.
It just takes
Yeah.
longer, But
Yeah.
I mean, shit, just be famous, be funny,
Yeah. That's all I got to do.
do something. I guess
Be the next Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan of nerd shit.
that'd be the fuck's his name? He did the Nerdist podcast.
Chris Hardwick.
Yeah, Chris Hardwick.
He doesn't do that anymore, though.
No,
he sold that off.
It's something else with Chris Hardwick. And as soon as it changed names, I stopped listening to it. I
Yeah.
didn't really care for it. Because I think that was kind of like one of the first podcasts I started listening to was Nerdist. Just
Mhm.
because he had a lot of cool people. He had Kevin Smith on a lot, and
Yeah.
he had Mel Brooks on a lot, or a couple times. And
That's cool.
he had Pauly Shore on one time, and that's when I started learning about. I didn't realize how much Pauly Shore was into like stand-up comedy, or his family was in stand-up comedy.
Mitzi Shore.
Yeah, Mitzi Shore.
On the Comedy Store.
Mm-hmm.
She died like a year or two ago.
Mm-hmm.
Sad.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that was pretty, just different. Because I mean, I'm used to Pauly Shore as the, son-in-law and in the army now, and Encino Man, Biodome.
Yeah, being goofy and just out there, ridiculous.
He's in the Jets.
Yeah, it's great.
But
yeah, you just don't think of that because a lot of the people start off stand up, and that used to be the thing is you do stand up to get a sitcom, and then you're set. Then you get and then you try to get a Jay Leno night spot.
Right.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh, I made it. I'm golden.
Yeah, I like when Rogan has a lot of comedians on, like especially comedians I've never even heard of. And it's kind of, like the one Boston comic that he had on probably 3 weeks ago. I forget his name, but he was really cool. An older guy, Lenny Bruce, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, he's pretty funny. He's
Yeah.
like OG stand up.
Yeah.
He like Boston comic. I'm like, you got to be way more specific. There's a lot of them on there.
Lenny Bruce, and then there was another one he just had on there too. But no, it's cool. It's cool to find new comedians and new people to watch. I used to watch George Carlin all the time. That was the best.
All his stuff used to be on Netflix, but
Oh, really?
yeah, all the stand-ups used to be, but they're not anymore. They haven't been on there for like 5-6 years.
Fucking Netflix. What are they doing?
They don't have a choice.
They took The Office off.
Not yet.
I thought they did.
No.
What was the one they took off? There was a big sitcom that they took
Friends.
off. No, not Friends. Who cares about Friends? Stupid show.
They keep losing stuff because everybody wants to make their own streaming service.
Yeah, I kind of figured that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Once Netflix was kind of like, oh, hey, we got all this stuff. And then everybody's like, that's our stuff.
Yeah,
You're
it's a great
making
idea.
A shit ton of money off of it. Let's do it ourselves.
Yep.
And it's kind of like the a la carte cable pack that everybody's been wanting. But yeah, shit, by the time you're done after paying like your CBS and Disney and Hulu and Netflix, you're already $90 a month in the hole. So
why did I get rid of cable?
Exactly. I mean, I guess
Yeah.
there's less commercials and whatnot, but
Still, you're paying the same. Still paying the same amount.
I always thought it was crazy. I just, like with cable, that's why I got rid of cable, because I kept getting more commercials. Or it seemed like the commercials were longer and there would be more breaks.
You're so used to watching it uninterrupted
Right.
online.
That's probably what it is. So
It's one of the things I love about YouTube is ads, like 10 seconds, 15. Some they have like 1 minute long ones, but mostly they're at the front. You just get it over with.
skip them at the end, or skip them after like 5.
Yeah, I don't even do that. I want people to get ad revenue.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's how they. That's how they make
Fuck
money.
you.
That's how they make. That's how they make money. So
I'm not making money off watching this video.
Yeah, but then it's just uninterrupted and it's original stuff.
Right.
It's nothing. No reruns.
Right.
It's cool shit. Whatever I want to watch.
Yeah, that's what I like about YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get caught up in the whole of it.
Oh, going on the rabbit hole.
4 hours later.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You're like, I'm just gonna go look up something simple, how to make a cupcakes. Next thing you know, you're like, yeah.
Bush did 9/11.
Yeah. Roswell, it started everything.
Back in 1944, dropped the bomb.
Yeah, that's where we got it from. Aliens. Georgia Tsoukalos. He was right.
Is that how you say his last name?
I believe so.
Tsoukalos?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Crazy hair.
Giorgio.
He had his own show for a while.
Did he?
Yeah. It
Same
was like
premise?
basically him finding aliens, but he was just the host. It was like it was like Anthony Bourdain's show, but with aliens. Just go around to different places.
There might be aliens here.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh. I love stuff like that.
Hell yeah. I love like the whole like Freemasons.
Mm-hmm.
I love the Freemason stuff. That shit's awesome.
Oh yeah. I
the
love
whole like secret society and
I can watch like 1 or 2 episodes of something Bigfoot, but you never find anything.
Right.
So I'm like, it's kind of the same thing over and over.
Right.
At least with like when you watch Ancient Aliens or something, they have different sites and different artifacts that they show.
I haven't watched that show in forever.
They started reaching a little bit. Where they're like, is Bigfoot an alien? Is this just a prison planet for him? I'm like, it's not even like, at least you were looking at pyramids and looking at actual stuff. Now you're just like, oh.
Is this stack of stones from aliens?
Like,
No.
Jeff put those there.
I did that like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Shh, aliens?
It's just an old concrete. It has somebody's handprint in it. What are you guys doing? Just busted up concrete they threw out here.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. I love the earlier one. Like they're on like season like 7 or something.
Yeah.
There's only so much you can do on that topic.
Right.
Because they put so much out in season 1. They could have broken it up more if they really wanted to do it, but
I like the Bob Lazar stuff. Did you watch that Netflix documentary?
No. I listened to him on Rogan.
The documentary is good.
Yeah. It makes you wonder, man.
Dude.
Are
He lives in
aliens
Michigan.
real?
Did you know that?
He does?
Yeah. His shop's in Michigan. I think it's like,
He has a shop?
yeah,
What does he do?
sells
Alien
science
stuff?
shit.
This is part of the craft.
Yeah, it's actually not too far from here. I think it's like 45 minutes south of here. I think it's over by Ann Arbor.
He's got a trench coat. You want some Element 115?
I mean, shh, I don't have any of this.
And a Folex? Get out of here. Yeah, that's cool. He lives in Michigan.
Yep. Yeah, I watched that doc and I looked up his place. I was like, man, the scenery kind of looks familiar. I feel like I've been there. And I looked up where his place of work was, and it's pretty close to here.
Looking in the background. Did somebody just say "ope"?
Oh, excuse me, sorry.
I'm just going to sneak right past you. That is such a Michigan thing.
It's definitely a Midwest thing too.
Oh, I saw that in a meme. It's like, and it said "ope," and I'm like, I'm going to sneak right past you. And I just like, I died laughing. I'm like, everybody I know does that.
Oh, sorry. Oh, my fault.
Oh, we went down to Indiana. We go down there for that con. And it's so funny, like right when you hit the Indiana border, like a mile in, people are like, hey, how y'all doing? I'm like,
Oh my
what?
gosh, yeah.
You're not even in the South.
Exactly.
You're like an hour and a half away from me.
It's super weird. I worked I had to work in Indiana at this like smelting factory, and our contact, he talked with a deep Southern accent. I'm like, where are you from? He's like, oh, Northern Indiana. It's like, no, you're not. Yep. About an hour east of Chicago. I'm like,
Fuck out of here.
what the fuck, dude? No way. You sound like you're from
Georgia.
like deep south. It was weird. He's like, yeah, all my family talk like this too. I'm like, dude,
You sound like you should be hunting gators.
knock it off.
Get out of here.
can't
You're not
take
from the
it.
South. Come
I
on.
can't take you serious.
You're on the northern half of the country. Quit talking like that. It's funny. But we have an accent up here too. People
know.
make fun of that all the time.
I know.
We don't hear it, but we know we have it.
I always get the whole you talk fast. Like my sentence becomes just like one run-on sentence, and it's just like one long word. There's not words in the middle. I'm just because I'll be talking with Katie sometimes, and she'll be like, "What? What'd you say?" And then I'll have to like slow down and enunciate every word because I'm just like, like really
the
cat jumped over the
hat.
Yeah.
Sam, I am.
The cat jumped over the hat. What'd you say? The cat jumped over the hat. I still don't. The cat jumped over the hat.
Yeah, that's how it is.
I mean, that's just
Yeah. Like, you a crackhead? What the hell?
get high for hours.
Just think Tyrone Biggums. That's all I think about.
Tyrita, I'll give you this rock.
Big ass crack rock on Fear Factor. They're gonna have the separations of Joe Rogan here soon.
I know.
Joe Rogan's attached to everybody.
I never knew, cause like my first intro to him was Fear Factor.
Mm-hmm.
So when he started getting bigger, I'm like, the Fear Factor guy?
Yeah.
I didn't know he was like a big comedian and shit like that.
Oh yeah. People before that were like the news radio guy.
Yeah. The Opie and Anthony guy?
Yeah. He just pop in whenever he wanted.
I never seen news radio. Or
I never have
listened
either.
to it.
I knew Joe from comedy before I really knew Fear Factor.
Yeah, I didn't know he did comedy.
Yeah. It's crazy. There's a lot of comedians like that you never know. You don't notice. They did comedy. Like Kevin Hart. A lot of people now wouldn't know he did comedy.
Yeah, I could see that.
Just I had a funny thought about because The Rock's gonna be a Black Adam in the Marvel
superhero.
Oh yeah, in the DC movies, he's
Okay.
basically the evil Shazam
Okay.
because he has the same power. Well, like in certain continuities, he does.
Shazam.
Yeah, and then but he's from like ancient Egypt,
Okay.
and but I was like, The Rock would be like, gonna transform back. He's like Shazam, and then he becomes Kevin Hart because they're in every movie together. Like I saw in the new Bad Boys, and I half expected them to like bring in The Rock and Kevin Hart, and then they pass it off to them.
As Will Smith and Martin Lawrence.
Yeah, and
Was
then
that good?
yeah, it was great.
Was it?
It was hilarious.
I'd like to see it.
Martin Lawrence is great. He's so fucking funny in that.
God damn.
It's so funny. There's a lot of times where he's just pointing out the obvious, and he's like, can we take this outside? All this shit's going down right now. Just I don't want to spoil it for you, but there's a lot of times he just points out the obvious, and it's really funny. And you're like, it's almost like he knows he's in a movie.
He's almost breaking the fourth wall. He's
Just
like
about.
climbing it, and he's kind of peeking over a little bit.
Not quite Deadpool status, but he says some funny ass shit.
Man, that's another good movie, Deadpool.
Deadpool? Oh, I love a Deadpool movie.
I love the whole character. I love when people break the fourth wall.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I liked about Mel Brooks a lot.
Mm-hmm.
In pretty much every movie he broke the fourth wall, and it's just, it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome. Like Blazing Saddles when they like towards the end of the movie where they ride to the movie theater to see Blazing
to see their own movie.
Saddles.
Or Spaceballs.
Yeah.
They watch their own movie, and he's like, when is this? Now. When will then be now?
Soon.
It's great.
Yep.
But yeah, Deadpool. Deadpool 2 was really good too. Deadpool 2 felt more like an X-Men movie than any other X-Men movie.
Well, because
did.
there was more. There was because it was Colossus and
Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
Yep.
They had that poor excuse for Domino in that.
Is that who it was?
Yeah, that's who it's supposed to be.
And then wasn't there one more?
Kikyo.
Okay.
Negasonic's girlfriend.
Okay.
She was in it, like briefly here and there.
Yeah, that one definitely felt more of like X-Men .5.
Because that's what X-Men were. They were like an allegory for racism and segregation. And then Professor X and Magneto were modeled after Martin Luther King and Malcolm X.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yep. Because they're two different styles, but they wanted the same thing.
Right.
And mutants were persecuted and hunted and stuff like that.
Magneto's more of the Malcolm X.
Yeah.
Professor X is more of the
Martin
MLK.
Luther. Yep.
Junior.
Yep. Yeah, because it came out in the 60s. Of course, civil rights time, so it makes sense.
Man, Stan Lee, dude. Just all the shit that he's created.
Yeah. A lot of stuff.
It's so hard to believe that came from one person, basically.
It didn't, though.
Well,
Some stuff did. Like, he didn't make Deadpool, I don't believe.
But there was a lot of, like...
Yeah, a lot of stuff
he
he
kind
did
of
make.
sparked... Like, he started it, and then it
Mhm.
kind of just... It sparked everybody else's, like,
Yeah.
imagination and creativity and...
Him and, what was the other guy's name? I can't think of the guy. He co-wrote a lot of stuff with Stan Lee. Helped create a lot of characters. Cannot think of his name, though. Have to Google it later.
See, that's why you need the TV.
Yeah, I need the laptop and the
laptop.
TV. Yeah. Get
Just
this.
pull out the cell phone. Hold on, guys. Can you see it?
Zoom in. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. Like, I just wish they would have had Domino be more like Domino.
See, I never really. That's always been my issue. I never read the comics. I never. I mean, I'm a fan of them, but I never sat down. I wasn't really good at reading. It wasn't like my strong suit.
That's kind of what comics are for, to help you with that.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, because like the whole like her like albino white skin is part of her mutation, and the black eye is not part of her mutation. As a tattoo that symbolized that she was a test subject.
Okay.
And they just kind of glossed over that, and they just threw that out. And her personality's pretty different from the movie version too. So she wasn't really anything like comic Domino.
Well, that was kind of like the one X-Men where they kind of introduced Deadpool at first.
In number 2 or number 1?
3, I think.
There's only 2.
Was it 2 then?
When they introduced him.
I thought there was Ryan Reynolds in that movie.
What movie?
Oh, no. It wasn't Ryan Reynolds. There was like a big fight scene where I thought it was... No, what the fuck? Who is that?
Are you thinking of X-Men Origins?
No, it's not Origins, but they're
Wolverine?
fighting on top of like a reactor.
Yeah,
or
that's
something.
X-Men
Is that
Origins Wolverine. And that was the...
Was that Deadpool?
It was supposed to be.
It's supposed to be Deadpool,
but it's
he
not.
had like...
That's nothing to do with this movie.
Right.
They even
No.
make fun of it in the movie.
Right.
Yeah. Because somehow he had everybody's powers. He was an amalgamation, and he had adamantium coming out of him.
Right, and then he could shoot Cyclops' laser or
Yeah,
something like that.
he could teleport.
Teleport.
Yeah.
He was
like
supposed to be like a hodgepodge of everybody.
Yeah, it was fucking terrible.
Terrible. But I thought Ryan Reynolds did that.
He did.
Did he?
He quit halfway through, though.
Okay.
And then they CG'd him, kind of like his likeness.
Okay.
Yeah, he quit in protest. He's like, this movie's garbage, and I don't want to be a part of it.
I love Ryan Reynolds.
And the only reason Deadpool got made is because somebody, Ryan Reynolds is like, I'm glad somebody leaked this test footage of the Deadpool movie. Wink. Yeah, we know what you did there. And people are like, oh, it's gonna be amazing.
Hell
I want this movie.
It fucking kicked ass too.
Yeah, I love. That sparked the whole rated R superhero movies.
Which we need more of.
Yeah,
I love it.
yeah.
It's awesome.
It only took like a decade to finally see Wolverine go apeshit and start slashing through people. And Logan, which was I love that movie.
Yep.
It's a great movie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I definitely do like the whole rated R, like Watchmen.
Watchmen wasn't even rated R.
It wasn't?
No.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
Google it.
I will right now.
I'm pretty sure it's not rated R.
No way, dude. There's way too much.
I know, right?
There's a rape scene in there.
Kind of. They don't show it though.
Kind of.
Like they don't show it. They just really imply it, and she gets smacked around.
Very implied.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's not rated R.
It's rated R.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was like PG-13 or something.
No, there's swearing. There's blue dong in there, bro.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that part.
And
I kept thinking like, oh, it's only PG-13.
he's like blowing people up, Dr. Manhattan, doing
that's
Dr.
true.
Manhattan shit. I remember when I first read that the graphic novel. I read it in high school, and I was excited. I was excited for the movie. I was like, because it was right. I heard the movie was coming out, and then I was dating this girl, and she's like, "Oh, you ever read it?" I'm like, "No." And she's like, "Here, read it."
Yeah, I think I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we were reading that.
I read through it so quick. It was so good, so good.
I think it's not too different from the graphic novel.
It's pretty close. I mean, that's why it's like a 2.5 hour movie. I mean, I think they were trying to make it longer too. And definitely could.
I think there's an extended cut, more stuff in it,
Probably.
like director's cut or something. Yeah, there's a. And they kind of brought back the Watchmen in comics too.
Did they?
Yeah, there's something called Doomsday Clock, and it has Dr. Manhattan and like Batman and Superman have to stop him from destroying shit.
How do you stop Dr. Manhattan?
Same way you make him. I don't know. If anyone could do it, Batman can do it.
Because I feel like he's one of the most powerful superhero?
Powerful being.
Powerful
I don't know
being?
if he's a superhero.
Yeah,
per se,
most
but-
powerful being. I don't know. It just
Yeah.
create, destroy, teleport,
Manipulate reality.
yeah,
basically.
everything basically. I get stuck in those loopholes too of like the strongest Marvel
Mhm.
characters and whatnot, and
You kind of have to. You have to segment it. Like you have to go like who's the strongest Earth character, and then you have to go to who's the strongest cosmic, and then Universal, and
yeah, because there's like One Above All. Is
Mhm.
that one of the character names?
yeah, that's like God.
Yeah.
And there's One Above All, and DC has their own version too. I can't remember what it's called, or maybe I have them backwards.
And they're saying like Captain Marvel is one of the strongest beings as well because of her.
Kinda, yeah.
I don't know.
They've retconned her so much, and they really want her to be the face of Marvel. Her comics don't do that well.
No.
They've had to reboot her so many times, redo her because her sales tank because she's not written well, and she was never like she started off as just Carol Danvers, then the original Captain Marvel named Marvel. He ended up dying, but she kind of through some accident got a copy of his powers basically,
Okay.
and then Rogue kills her by stealing her powers. And that's why she can fly and has super strength and all that, because she holds on to her, and then she gets brought back to life. She becomes Miss Marvel eventually. Then when Captain Marvel dies, eventually she picks up his mantle. Yeah, and there's just like Captain Marvel somebody gets reborn, but she like gives birth to him, and then that's like her lover. There's a bunch
That's crazy.
of weird
I
comics.
can
with
see
her.
why nobody kind of picks it up.
Yeah,
That's
but
like a weird, confusing line.
but she's just not written well. Cause like in Civil War 2, she like nearly beats Tony to death. She puts him in a coma,
Okay.
and then after he gets out of the coma, because they tried getting rid of a lot of characters. They got rid of him, Captain America. They got rid of Thor, kind of, and then they replaced them with all different characters. And there was such a big backlash. People like this is not Captain America's not a Nazi. They made him into a straight up Nazi.
That's weird.
Yeah.
It's like the that would never work.
Yeah, and it didn't.
Like you couldn't. I don't know. Whoever had that idea is.
Well, they just wanted to get rid of. They wanted to make more diversity. So they switched him with. They just called her America or something like that. I can't remember what her name was. But she was a black lesbian chick. But she wasn't written well because she wasn't a superhero who happened to be black and lesbian. She was a black and lesbian who happened to be a superhero. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Like that identity took priority over any story building. And they
Was
just
that recently?
Yeah, in the last 5 years or so.
That's that whole weird woke
Yeah.
culture. We need to represent everybody.
Yeah. And they're doing it the wrong way.
Yeah,
They-
for sure.
They don't take story and character. They just try to throw it out there.
Oh yeah. By the way, this person's transvestite and they're multiracial and they got all this stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
and it's fine if they're like that. You can make good characters.
Exactly,
But they
but
don't.
you don't focus on the story itself. You
Mhm.
just focus on what they are and
Mm-hmm.
whatnot. I don't know. It's
Yeah, like
I got nothing against it,
yeah,
but
because like
I just don't care. Like that's not what I'm watching this movie
Yeah.
for.
like Miles Morales and Kamala Khan, the new Miss Marvel, they're great because they're character driven. They're not message driven.
Right.
Because like Kamala Khan was the first Muslim superhero to have like a major label, and she's like her first couple issues reprinted like 15 times, and that's like unheard of. She had a bunch of reprints
Just
they
wasn't doing good.
no, they were doing
Oh.
good because they reprinted it to keep selling them.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, and she's a great character for that,
Nice.
but they just don't write they just took a bunch of stuff and threw it at the wall and see what stuck.
Right. I just think there's too much, like I said, too much trying to involve everybody. And like
It's not organic.
No. It's forced. You can feel it too. And so, and when you kind of force that upon me, I stop wanting to care about who they are. I don't know. Like I said, nothing against it.
Yeah, no.
Your choice is your choice. I don't give a shit about that. But
I'm glad they're getting representation, but it's got to be good.
Right.
Otherwise, you're just hurting the cause.
Right.
You know, it's a step backwards when you do that shit. Like that.
This is all about LBGT plus X-Men style. Like just different X-Men characters, but they're all
everything.
Yeah.
Diverse. And all
diverse
that.
and.
But then, that can be a fine, good thing, but
as long
you
as
gotta
you don't
write
focus
it well.
on it.
Yeah, you got to write it well, and you just can't force it.
Did you ever watch The Boys?
No, I haven't.
Dude, that's
I know it's on Amazon. I got 3 streaming services, and I want to keep paying for more of them.
Bro, The Boys is awesome.
Is it?
Such a good show.
If it comes on like DVD or something, I'll watch it.
It's so good. It's like Watchmen, but like ramped up. That's basically all I can like compare it to. It's like Watchmen, but like ramped up. It's so cool because like, I mean, everybody knows that they're superheroes and they're the celebrities, and so they kind of like have to maintain a certain like status quo, and you kind of get to like see all the behind the scenes and like how fucked up they are.
Oh yeah,
and
how
how
just
like
essentially people.
They're
at the
just
core.
people with
powers. Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely check it out. 100%.
Yeah, I want to watch that. I want to watch the Watchmen series. I heard it's really good.
Yeah, I heard that's really good too. I need to get HBO. I got Amazon and Netflix. Like you said, 3 streaming services. It's gonna keep adding up.
I got the Disney Plus, Netflix, and Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I've been watching Kiss Anime. It's basically like Crunchyroll, but it's free.
Yeah.
I've been watching. You ever watch Dr. Stone?
No, I haven't yet.
It's good. You ever heard of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good.
There's a lot I need to catch up on. Because I want to watch that. I want to watch My Hero Academia.
One Punch! I'm trying to get you to watch One Punch, dude.
I couldn't. I tried watching it. I couldn't get
It's
into
so
it.
good. I don't know how you can't. It's so good. It's so funny.
Yeah.
I think it's just so funny because he's so powerful.
Yeah, he's a satire character.
He just wants to find somebody worthy. You know, he wants to find a good fight. He just can't do it.
Last episode, he might.
It's
last
such
couple.
an interesting take. Well, like the last episode of the first season, he kind of finds somebody that doesn't, not one punched, but
He can still beat him.
yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
And like I watched the second season, and it kind of I think a different studio animated it, so the animation's a little bit different.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah, so that kind of sucks. And like the story was kind of weird too. But then I started reading the comic, and that's pretty interesting. It's pretty nice. But that's a good show.
Yeah, I'm trying to get Kim caught up on Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
We're near the end of the Frieza saga. Like, he just turned Super Saiyan, and there's still like 40 more episodes.
That shit takes forever, dude.
And she's like, how did you watch this growing up? Once a week? Like, it sucked.
So fucking hard.
But I had a cheat code.
What's that?
One of my dad's friend's kid, he got him on VHS. Yeah, he had like the whole Frieza saga.
Oh, really?
It was like I was like a quarter or halfway through, and I started borrowing them and watching them and just binging through. Yep. Watched like 3 or 4 a day. It was during the summer, and my dad was dragging me out to do like projects and stuff. And I'm like 10. I'm like, I don't want to do this.
I just want to stay and watch anime, Dad.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't want to fucking build a garage with you. Or he had his friend of his wanted one of those outdoor cat things where your cats could go outside.
Okay.
But it ran around his entire backyard.
What?
Yeah. Along the fence. It was ridiculous.
like a kind of like a hamster tube or whatever.
Basically, but it was like 2x4s and like a screen mesh kind of thing.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, he loved his cats.
I hate cats.
Yeah, I love cats, man.
Can't do it.
Love cats. They're so much easier than dogs.
They're so finicky. You never know what they're gonna do sometimes.
Some cats are like that. Some aren't.
They just kind of look at you like.
Like Sonny, he's a wild card. Fred's really chill though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, my cousin had 2 cats, and one was just super chill, and the other one was a wild card. You never knew what she was gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
She could just come out from like the back of the couch and.
Yep.
I just had bad experience with cats, so.
Yeah, it happens.
But.
Yeah, there's a lot. I've been trying to catch up on Naruto.
Yeah.
I was watching it when it was coming here, like online, one at a time, once a week. And around episode 200 something, I stopped watching. I think I went from I went from second to third shift, and then I stopped, just because of the hour shifts. And then I finally picked it back up a while ago. There's like 500 of this episodes of the second series.
Jeez. That's like
It's like 200 of the first series, I think.
like One Piece.
Yeah,
It's like
that's
900.
900.
Like 900 episodes.
That's ridiculous.
Because Griff was like, "Hey, you should check out One Piece." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll start watching it." And I looked at it, I was like,
No.
"Maybe not. I just won't ever catch up."
No, you just watch it continuously. It might take you like a year.
It took me forever to watch Hunter x Hunter, and that's like 164 episodes.
Yeah.
So I binge watched the shit out of that. I had Grace watching that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, she loved it.
Yeah, a lot of those like kind of shonen jumpish animes, they're kind of a lot alike.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of the same premise.
Mm-hmm.
Like kids get powers and they kick ass. That's a lot of animes. High school kids get powers.
High school kids getting power, like Mob Psycho. You watch that? That's basically the same thing.
That, like Hunter, Naruto, Yu Yu Hakusho,
Yep.
Bleach. Yeah.
I think that's why I like Trigun, because it's not a teenager getting superpowers.
No, it isn't.
It's an old ass dude.
Dude who's 88 looks like he's like 29, 30.
25, yeah, super young. Vasta Stampedo.
Yeah.
And there was another one called Parasite.
Yeah, I watched a couple of that. I
Did
couldn't
ya?
remember the title of it.
Oh, so good. That's
It's
a good,
like
good
a
show.
almost feels like a crime drama,
Mm-hmm.
but with
It's more
crazy
serious.
shit. Yeah.
More serious.
I thought about watching Death Note. I heard that was really good.
I watched the movie, and that was real campy.
Yeah, people were like, the movie's garbage. They're like, it's terrible. That's what heard.
I tried watching the Full Metal Alchemist movie, the live
Mhm.
action movie.
How was that?
It was hard. It was so hard. It's just, I guess I'm just used to, because like certain animes, most of the time I'll watch subs,
Mm-hmm.
but there are certain animes I have to watch dub.
Yeah, anything from my childhood, I have to.
Right.
I have to watch
Trigun
dubbed.
I have to watch dubbed.
Mm-hmm.
DBZ I have to watch dubbed. Paranoia Agent I have to watch dubbed.
Mm-hmm.
I can't
Anything
do
from Toonami.
I can't watch.
I have to watch Full Metal Alchemist subbed though,
Yeah.
because that's how I watched it.
I think I watched it dubbed, so
Mm-hmm.
I think I tried watching it sub, but I didn't really care for the actors or
No?
the voices for them.
I watched the movie, like the animated movie when it came out, but it was like English subtitles. It was terrible. Like he would call like Ed Bob or sometimes, and I'm like, oh, but the movie was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it about?
It was right after the end of the series, the original one before Brotherhood came out,
Okay.
and Al was alive because Ed sacrificed himself.
Yep.
And he couldn't remember anything. And he's like, yeah, that's what you give up. But he was slowly, like he had it subconsciously, like he started dressing like Ed, but he would clap his hands together.
Al would?
Yeah.
Okay.
But he had symbols drawn on his gloves so he could do alchemy, but he just did that because Ed did it,
Right.
even though he couldn't actually do it. And Ed was in our world.
On Earth?
Yeah, 'cause he was in
Okay.
because like there's a like they're parallel universes.
Mm-hmm.
So his soul went into his version of his body because his dad died, and in the series, and then he went into our world, and then when Ed was at the gate doing all that, he went to the version of his body, who was with his dad because his dad found him, and I guess kind of that was his way of making amends, is getting to know his kid. And then he was like, "Where am I?" And he's like, "Ed, what the fuck?" And he's like, and then he realized, he's like, "Yeah, I came here and I basically killed another person to live here, someone else who was me, basically." Because that's kind of what he did.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's weird.
yeah. And then he had like a fake arm and leg and all that, still. And then they have to come over to our time, and because he was like, "What are those?" Because it was like during like World War II, and he saw Zeppelins. He's like, "What are those?" Like, yeah, people don't have alchemy.
I feel like I watched this.
You
and
might
then like
have.
towards the end of the movie, doesn't Al find Ed?
Eventually they do, because Envy comes to the real world, like our world, and that's how
Okay.
they use alchemy, is they use Envy as a conduit,
I think
but he's in big dragon form.
right. I think I did see this movie.
Yeah, you might have.
Because I feel like towards the end, Al finally finds Ed,
Mm-hmm.
and then Ed tells Al to like go do something else, and then Ed gets on the Zeppelin to go I
He
think so.
parachutes, I know, from the sky when he comes back, but they end up both going to our world,
Okay.
and they live there. But Ed gets his automail back, so that's cool.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah, kind of cool though.
Like biomechanical.
Yeah, I'd rather have like what was the Will Smith movie, iRobot, where it looks normal but it's like super strong.
Okay.
I'd rather have that kind of robotic arm rather than just like this hunk of metal.
Not,
where everybody
no
knows.
Terminator arm.
Yeah, no. Let me very carefully.
Nah, that's a crazy scene in that movie.
Yeah.
I remember watching that. I was like,
What?
I think I was like 6 or something like that. I was like, whoa,
What the fuck?
what's going on here?
Yeah. They wanted to like do something else for that scene, like rip a part of his chest off or something. They're like, no, this will hit home.
Right. Yeah, and it looks like he's legit like
Ripping
cutting
his
his
arm off.
arm and stuff. I'm like, damn. James Cameron, you're good.
No, not so much anymore. He was good then. Not so much now.
It's so funny. Like that's all. He's just known for Titanic and Avatar, but I mean the Terminators. I'm blanking, but he did
I know
another
he's done some other stuff, but
big movie, like something you would think that he's recognized for. Is, no, it's Titanic and Avatar.
yep.
Which Avatar was like, I don't know. I mean, visually it was nice, but
Mhm.
the story just sucked.
It's Dances with Wolves
And
in space.
Pocahontas.
Yeah. Mixed together. It's nothing original where like Terminator was.
Right.
And Titanic was a real story.
Right. Yeah, it's hard to. Was it that somebody's like, I went seeing Titanic in the movie theater, and I turned next to the person sitting next to me. I'm like, the ship goes down at the end of the movie, right? Like, shh, spoiler alert! What the hell? Why'd you tell me?
It's been like 100 years, almost. I'm just saying.
This is based on a true story, right?
It's like going to like see a World War II movie. Like we win.
What? No
Oh,
way.
We do? Yeah.
I went and seen, the movie Miracle.
Mm-mm.
It's a hockey movie about Team USA beating the Russians. I think it's the
I think I know what you're
1980
talking about,
Olympics.
yeah.
I went and seen that in theaters with my mom and brother, and like at the end of the movie, it's it's the final match between Russia and USA,
Mm-hmm.
and every time USA would score a goal, everybody in the theater was like clapping and stuff, like they're watching like a real hockey game. And I'm like, we win, right? So that was pretty funny.
Where's Emilio Estevez? Wrong hockey movie.
Do you see they're remaking that?
Oh, of course they are.
That's on Disney Plus.
Of course they are.
They're gonna redo. I think it's gonna be like a show or something like that, and he's coming back. That's
Oh,
Gordon
I was gonna
Bombay.
say if he wasn't gonna be in it, then
No, he's gonna be in it too. Emilio
we're mixing this with Goon.
with Goon. That's such a good
Yeah, it is a movie.
dude.
Good
I
movie.
love that movie.
It is a good movie.
I think I saw it on. I was just scrolling Netflix one night, and I was like, "Huh." Never seen this movie before.
What's his name?
Sean William Scott
Yeah, he hasn't really done anything.
and Jay Birchall.
He did. There's a Goon too.
That was pretty
I
good.
haven't watched it, but
That was pretty good.
I feel like he's relegated to B movies now.
Yeah. I feel like, I don't know, like just being a movie star, there's probably like a point to where you're just like done kind of
Mhm.
being like in the big spotlight. You still like do acting and doing movies,
Yeah.
but you just kind of take like a slower lane.
Yeah, and B movies tend to be more creative, I think.
Right. They definitely have a stronger
Imagination
Uh,
to them.
yeah. I was gonna say like a more dedicated fan base.
Yeah, they do.
Like,
To
because
an extent.
it takes somebody to actually like go out of their way to watch the movie
Mm-hmm.
instead of like, oh yeah, of course I'm gonna go see it because everybody else is gonna go fucking see it.
I'm gonna go see Fast 15 wheelchair
Yeah.
races. 100% they're gonna make a space. Or they go up into space at some point. It's just Vin Diesel
Racing rockets.
racing
He's
a rocket.
racing Elon Musk. Elon Musk plays the bad guy
Or the good. It doesn't matter.
because he does kind of act like an evil Bond villain. Elon Musk,
He needs
the
fucking.
eccentric billionaire.
Maybe he's gonna be. Maybe he will be.
10, 15
Get
years.
Daniel Craig.
Yeah, I put all the internet in the air, and now I know what you're doing at all times. Can't get away from me.
I know you're listening to this, Joe. You're on the toilet right now.
Elon, get out of here.
That was a good fart. This is pre-recorded.
What the hell?
How does he know? He's got that time lens
That's-
thing from Paycheck. Just seen in the future.
Paycheck. Oh my god, dude. I haven't
Yeah.
thought about that movie forever.
I saw that in theater.
Oh my god, Paycheck. That was such a good movie.
It is a good. It's underrated.
That was
It really is.
was that Ben Affleck?
Yep.
Yeah. It wasn't Matt Damon in it too?
I don't think so.
No. It was definitely Ben Affleck.
I think you're
though.
thinking of Dogma.
Oh, one thing. You didn't say bless you.
Oh, yeah. Fucking Batfleck.
How about that Robert Pattinson Batman?
Shiny
It's
Batman.
just sparkly Batman.
He doesn't have the stature to be Batman.
You don't think so?
No.
I think he's got the chin.
I just don't think he has the body for it. Like Affleck has the body for it, but it just wasn't. They weren't good movies.
Yeah.
I think he's got the right
Build.
build for it. For that kind of Batman they were going
You
for.
could stuff the suit though.
Uh,
Robert Pattinson.
until he's in a regular, normal
I
clothing.
want to see more of like a detective Batman
Yeah, they should do that.
instead of like a crime fighting Batman.
That's why when I watched Justice League, at the very beginning when he's hunting down that I can't even think of what they're called right now. One of Darkseid's minions. You ever watched Justice League? Oh, well, at the very beginning.
I was never really a big DC fan.
I love DC Comics, but the movie is terrible. And I was
Yeah.
like, all right, I'm gonna give this a chance. If this sucks, because at the very beginning he's hunting down this regular criminal on a rooftop, just nothing flashy. And he has a guy, and he's like holding him over the side, and he's like, "I'll do whatever you want. What do you need?" And he's like, "Fear," and that's what detracts the minions.
Okay.
And he just used him as bait to hunt this guy thing down. Then it blows up,
Okay.
and I'm like, that's some like classic Batman shit.
Right.
And then the rest of the movie just was a steaming pile of garbage. It was terrible. They had a CG out. Like they had because Zack Snyder's wife died. I think his wife died like halfway through. Joss Whedon took over. So there's such a big tone shift
Okay.
in different scenes, and it just, you can tell different people directed it.
Right.
And then they had to reshoot a bunch of stuff, and Henry Cavill had the mustache, and he had to have it edited out, and it looks terrible. You're like, his face looks longer than it should, and it just, he looks like he's wearing a rubber mask. Like, it just doesn't look right.
Right.
And it's just, the CG's terrible, and the big boss fight, and it's super predictable, and it's just, it's fucking terrible.
It seems like a lot of movies. I don't know if I just watched a lot of movies, but a lot of the stuff that I've watched now, I kind of can guess like 90% of the time what's happening.
Oh yeah,
And it just doesn't seem
nothing's original.
involved. I'm just like, oh, I can't really guess anymore.
Yeah, it's
kinda
paint by the
sucks.
numbers.
Yeah.
Like the last good movie I think I really watched, I'm like, oh, this is great, was Arrival.
What was that?
Aliens come. Had Jeremy Renner in it. They're like cephalopods.
Yeah. Arrival.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a badass movie.
Yeah. And they had to like figure out the alien language and stuff like that.
That is a good movie. I saw that in theater.
And had weird like kind of looking back through time. Like she would see kind of forward and backward and
Yeah, and everything came together at the end.
yeah. And then she figured it out.
Yeah.
And then she had to make that choice
That
like,
is
oh, do I still have the daughter even though I know she's gonna die?
Right. That's a good movie.
It is. It's really good.
The aliens are good. The whole tone.
Yeah. Like the actual research they have to put in. It's not
Right.
just aliens come to fuck everything up,
Right.
steal our resources, and yeah. Like you see Independence Day 2.
No.
It's terrible.
Was it?
Yeah. Just another big Hollywood blockbuster.
A lot of remakes. Just
It was a sequel.
are sequels.
Will Smith was like, yeah, I know this is gonna suck. I'm not gonna be in it. And they make like an offhand passing remark about him dying and his kids in it, like his son.
Oh,
the
really?
characters in it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Was he like take over?
being a fly
could you even
pilot.
Make
You know,
a second one. Like,
Jeff Goldblum's in it. Somehow, Brett Spiner is in it. The scientist who like he's being used as a puppet.
Oh.
Somehow he's still alive and he was in a
What?
coma.
I want you
Yeah,
to die.
and they just shot him.
It's such a creepy scene.
Yeah, but apparently he's Wolverine, so he doesn't die. He just goes into a coma. And Lone Star's crazy because he's worried about aliens coming back.
Bill Pullman.
Yeah. And he's got like this crazy, like Jack Black beard. And he's a
still
nut.
the president.
Up here he is, maybe. And then they come back and he's like, I knew it. I could sense him. And he's had, like, visions.
back.
He had like visions and I don't know. It's just a terrible movie. Terrible. Jeff Goldblum's like, it's a paycheck.
Getting paid. Still looking sexy.
Just remake Jurassic Park with all the original actors.
Sam, what's that guy's name? Sam from Jurassic Park. The
Sam Jackson?
yeah, he's in it.
Eating on the toilet.
What's the magic word?
Fucking Newman. Oh, that's such a good movie. Like, even now, it still holds up.
Still holds up.
It's great.
T-Rex is scary. Acting's good.
'Cause they just-
Story's great.
They just use just the right amount of CG. Everything else is, like, practical.
Robotic.
Animatronics,
Animatronics.
all that cool shit.
I remember I watched this movie a long time ago called Carnosaur.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That was so cheesy.
It's from, like, the 80s.
It was like, I think it was probably 95. I feel like
Was
it
it?
came out right after because I think they were trying to ride
They
the
made,
whole
like, 3 of 'em,
Jurassic
though.
Park. Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
They became a cult hit.
Yeah.
But I remember it was they're running away and they get in the helicopter, and I think it was like 2 people in the helicopter, and the helicopter starts to lift, and they look back and there's a raptor in the helicopter, and it like bites the head of the pilot, and the helicopter like falls down, but it bounces off off the ground like a legit like boing.
Didn't know they made helicopters out of rubber. You ever watch Commando?
Long time ago.
You know the guy who plays Bennett?
Uh-uh.
Like the Arnold's friend turned bad?
Okay. Yeah.
Like
I do know.
he was in Jurassic City and Rise of the Dinosaurs. They're 2 like B-rate movies from around that time.
I was like, Jurassic City. I never heard. Is that the 4th one?
And he's basically playing the same like evil character.
Okay.
It kind of looks like he just walked from one set to the other. Like he was big, and they're all like the movies came out like the same year, I think. And he's just playing this evil guy, corporate, using dinosaurs for military weapons and shit.
The T-1000 Rex, man.
One day,
Copyright that.
I need to. Patent pending. I have to bleep that out too.
Oh, the T1000 Rex.
Yeah, so no one
The
gets it.
beep.
T1000 Rex.
Shit.
Damn it.
I gotta get better at my editing skills.
Send it. Fuck it. I don't care.
As upload, I'm done.
They'll figure it out. Somebody will. I'll have to. Yeah,
That's funny.
it's great. It's so long ago.
The T1000 Rex.
Yeah, it was like
Roller
probably
skates.
15 years ago. We made that up.
And rocket
Rocket-powered roller skates.
Rocket powered roller skates. He had a bazooka in one hand.
Yeah, like a minigun on the shoulder or something.
Yo.
Yeah.
I wish we
It just like we
came
basically
up with
just
some of the dumbest shit back then,
Or
and I
just-
feel like it would hit right now. Like if
probably
we wrote down all the all the
Oh, yeah.
shit we came up with,
make some B-rate movies.
right?
I'd love to make a B-rate movie.
That'd
I
be
feel
fun.
like we made that from Turok though. We
Probably.
just basically took the Tyrannosaurus and gave him roller skates. Not even rollerblades, roller skates. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, those are great games too.
I'll grab another beer real quick.
All right, well we're at a hour and 16.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's about time to wrap it up.
That's fine with me.
Yeah. All
Doesn't
right.
seem like it's that long.
No, time flies.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's like time machine down
What
here.
the fuck? Well, thanks for having me.
No problem.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
I'd love
everybody.
to do it again.
Yeah.
I don't know what this camera.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
cam-
just whatever
this camera.
camera, doesn't matter. All right, everybody, like, share, subscribe.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Let's get famous.
If this video gets 10,000 likes, Joe will get a face tattoo like Mike Tyson.
Hell yeah.
Like, we'll even videotape it. 10,000. Doesn't matter what time. If this happens in like 4 years,
40 years later.
I don't care. It's happened. He agreed. So
I'm 70 years old. Like, oh fuck! Why did I? It's on the
how
internet.
did I do that? Shit. Yeah. This episode was brought to you by all the radios I stole out of this Jimmy years ago and pawned.
That was you?
Huh?
You motherfucker.
Bye, everybody.
Shit, cut the mic.
Yeah. All right.
Hell yeah. That's awesome.